Get the hat today because I need to wash my hair. That's why. We're doing a video about makeup. Well, I'm doing a video about makeup, but specifically cruelty-free makeup. So basically, I kind of have this planned out, sort of, in my head. I'm gonna be showing you makeup and recommending you cruelty-free makeup, and also giving like alternatives to popular makeup that is not cruelty-free. Also, I'm doing makeup for this one, but I was thinking I'll do another video. I don't know when, but at some point doing this but with skincare products. Because a lot of companies such as like L'Oreal, NARS, Benefit, and a lot of these big makeup companies do test their products on animals. In 7th grade I did a project on animal testing. I won't show you any pictures of the lab because they're kind of hard to look at, but I'll show you the bunnies that I had these 2 stuffed animal bunnies I did just as like a visual, and I had one bunny, a stuffed animal bunny, that's what it is before it's tested on animals, and one after. And usually once a lot of these companies are done with like these animals and they test on like cats, like your household, like cats, dogs, a lot of chimpanzees, and mainly bunnies and mice are the main ones, but they test on them and they'll like test the product. Pigs are used for like burns and tattoos and without their consent, and then when they're done with the animals, if they're not useful, they just... These are the bunnies that I made, and also the poster that you'll see behind if I choose to put this picture in is hashtag without consent, because we had to come up, it was like a whole project, we had to choose something we felt strongly about. So I did without consent, because like when you have human test subjects, you know, for scientific research, they fill out a form and they give you their consent to test on them. These animals are born in the laboratories and bred, and they don't have lives. There's actually this really good organization, it's Beagle Freedom Project, and they'll take animals out of animal testing and get them back to health again and stuff, and then they'll take them out for adoption. What they do to these animals, I've like read about it in multiple things, and some of it I wish I could unread, but now I know. I also wanted to say, when you get a cruelty-free product, it's not like you can depend on it less. There are actually lots of alternatives to animal testing, which are, you know, just as good if not better, because I mean, if you didn't know, humans and guinea pigs, you know, we're not the same thing, we're different species. Wow. So it's not like it's even that accurate, like testing your mascara on a bunny or whatever. And some of these, with the technology we have these days, like, sure, I guess back in the day, I mean, it was probably a lot worse, but like, obviously they didn't have the technology for these substitutes, but now we have the technology to make these alternatives to animal testing. And you know, a lot of companies, like, sure, it's not as... Now Trixie's here. Sorry. Sure, it's not as cheap, I guess, like, it's more expensive to get the alternatives, but in a way, it's definitely worth it. There's no reason any company should be doing this. There are some countries that require animal testing for a product to be sold there, so in that case, I guess there isn't, like, a lot of these companies, they would be cruelty-free, but they can't if they want to sell their product in this country, and therefore they test on animals. But I just want to say that there are alternatives, and these companies have that option, and especially these like huge companies, like I guess L'Oreal is one of the main ones that I've heard of that's really bad, but especially with a big company like that, they have the money to spend like a bit extra on some of these alternatives. Is that right, Pepper? When you're looking for cruelty-free products, you want to look for either the Leaping Bunny, which is by Cruelty Free International, so that's like the most reliable source. And then you can also look for the PETA Bunny logo. Sometimes they just don't put it on the back of their products. You just need to Google it. There's this app that Beagle Freedom Project has. It's called Cruelty Cutter, and it has this little dictionary feature where you can search up a brand and see if it's cruelty-free or not. That's what I use. I'll either like scan it or something just to make sure. One of my favorite cruelty-free brands is Burts Bees. I have a few of their products. I'll get to them for you. Now, Burts Bees is actually great for multiple reasons, especially for like their face products like this foundation. This is their Goodness Glows foundation, and since they started out as a skincare company, it doesn't make me break out. I mean, it's not a good example because I am kind of breaking out. Also, I especially like this powder foundation. Sometimes they'll just do this foundation. It comes with a little sponge thingy, and then sometimes I'll just do that if I don't want any makeup but I want to kind of cover up something, like maybe I would do that with that. And then also I have this eyeliner from them. It's not the best eyeliner, to be honest, but Burt's Bees is definitely amazing for like their base products. This is a tinted CC Cream Radiant Foundation, so I like it because it makes me look like I tan, but I don't tan. I also have this BB cream, which I actually really like as a primer. It says it's meant for, it says age-defying skincare. Even though it says it's age-defying, I think that just means that it will like fill in pores or whatever. They have them in all different colors, but it's this Color Quench lip tint. If you open it, it's like chapstick, but tinted. I love their blush in the color Camellia. The next company is one that's part of a bigger company that is not cruelty-free, which still is not great, but I have these products when I was thinking it was cruelty-free. And then I later found out that their parent company is not. So Urban Decay is cruelty-free. Like if you buy an Urban Decay product, that specific, like Urban Decay itself is cruelty-free, but the bigger company like Urban Decay, its parent company is L'Oreal. I'm kind of sad because I really like their setting spray, and I also have some really nice palettes that I got for Christmas, but I can still enjoy the palette. Cause like look at the packaging on this. I have the stone palette. These are like my big Christmas presents. And then it has like sparkly thingies inside. And then I also have the Naked Cherry palette. Again, I think in a way, if you get things like this, you can think about it as you're showing L'Oreal that their products that are cruelty-free do better. But it's also kind of the vibe that Urban Decay gives off. My mom tried the Tarte setting spray and she said that she likes it. I've never tried it, but she said that's good. So probably good all-nighter. Maybe not a dupe, but just another setting spray that'll probably work. Okay, Tarte is probably like my favorite makeup company. I have these. I don't know how to put on fake lashes. I might try that for a video, and it'll be like a 3-minute video of me struggling. Came with the glue. I got these in a subscription box. It's one of Tarte's personality traits is being cruelty-free. They have the best mascara ever. Lights, Camera, Lashes. Okay, Smoky Glow. She's a YouTuber, but in the video she mentioned that this looks like a tampon wrapper, and now I cannot unsee this. But the mascara itself is the best mascara I've used. As opposed to this NARS mascara. NARS is not cruelty-free. It feels slimy when I take it off. This does not feel slimy. This Tarte palette is a mini Pro To Go palette. This is my first eyeshadow palette, but it has some of the best colors. Like this color right there. That is my favorite eyeshadow color of all time. Shape Tape Concealer, that's pretty good. Base Tape. This is a pretty good primer. And then another thing about Tarte is they have a little smaller company, which of course, because Tarte is the parent company and it's like, again, one of their personality traits. Sugar Rush. It's a cute company. I have this Sugar Rush lip gloss. It's kind of sticky, but I think it's a nice clear lip gloss, and it's also my only clear lip gloss. I love this lipstick from Tarte only because, hear me out, it looks like it's gonna be like this bright cotton candy thing because it looks like tie-dye or it looks like cotton candy, and then you open it and it's the darkest lipstick I have. That's a lie, it's not, but it's like brown. Oh, speaking of Burts Bees, this is a fun stick highlighter from Burts Bees. That's all I wanted to say. Another good cruelty-free company that is also kind of like a Whole Foods-esque, but it's not, it just sells at Whole Foods, is Mineral Fusion. My mom used a lot more of their products. This is actually my mom's and I stole it from her because I don't have a bronzer. And I stole it from her and then I dropped it and broke. It's a good bronzer. Graydon is a company that I found from a subscription box. I feel like it's one of those more higher end things, but I got it in the subscription box. This thing is good. Next company is Anastasia Beverly Hills. They are cruelty free. They have a good brow gel. I don't really use brow gel, but like I have a mini one. They have a really nice highlighter kit. Wet n Wild. I don't have that much from Wet n Wild except for Beauty Blender and brown eyeliner because I don't really need anything from them right now, but I like the company. NYX. I'm actually wearing their butter gloss right now, not that you can tell, but this is the only lip gloss that I can stand because it's buttery and it's not like a sticky lip gloss, so I can stand it. If you can't find a cruelty-free palette that has enough colors, this is literally has all the bright colors you would ever need, and they have their ultimate shadow palettes in like so many other colors. You can get like the neutrals or the browns or whatever. Also, going back to talking about the butter gloss, so I tried the first one and then decided I hate all lip gloss, and I finally found one. So for Christmas I saw this in Ulta magazine and was like, oh, I should get this. And so for Christmas I never need to buy another lip gloss, which is great. I also have their lip liner. I just have it in mauve. I figured out how to pronounce it. This is also like a sample, but it's my favorite finishing powder, like not setting powder, but it's so much better than this Estee Lauder translucent one. Also this Lancome one in this thing, which I do use because I'm gonna get the use out of it. Also this blush and this blush. Pacifica blush is better than this. It's in the color Cappuccini and Lancome. This Pacifica blush in the color Camellia is so much better. But yeah, this finishing powder is my favorite one that I've used.
And it's cruelty free.
Another drugstore brand that I don't know if it's a drugstore. I got it in middle school when I was in like a play, and it was one of the makeup things. But I remember when I was opening the packaging for this, it had a leaping bunny on it, and this is Color Mates. It's pretty great. I specifically love this color in it. Another company which I don't want people to be fooled by is Bare Minerals. I have 2 of their eyeshadow pots here.
I got Bare Minerals mixed up with another company, but Bare Minerals itself is cruelty free. It's like Urban Decay, so Bare Minerals is cruelty free if you get from Bare Minerals, but it's owned by Shiseido, I don't know how to pronounce the name, so, which does test on animals, but only when it's like required by law.
I actually don't know if this is cruelty free. Shoot, where's my phone? Dead. Okay, so my phone's dead. So I don't know if this is cruelty free. Speaking of NYX, they have a nice eyeliner. Morphe, I think, has done some sketchy things, like company-wise. Like, I think they were private label or something. But when I was looking for setting powders, I didn't know that, and I googled Morphe on the app, and Morphe is apparently cruelty-free. So their setting powder works fine.
Thank you for watching. I hope you either found some products that are cruelty-free that you can use to replace, or you just saw some cool products. This was low-key more of like a collection type thing, but it's okay. I'll probably do this, but with skincare at some point, probably pretty soon, but not next video. I have a really good idea for my next video, but probably after that or something. If you want any links to any of these products, you can just comment for a link and I'll reply with a link, and thank you for watching.